So I am here at Schlotzsky's with Bruce Duncan, and this is his son Nathan, and we just played tennis together. And Nathan let me win. It was very nice to me. So we were sitting here talking about house church, and I wanted you to share with the rest of the gang what it's been like for you. Now, how old are you, first of all?
14.
So 14. And what year in school?
Huh?
What year in school are you?
Freshman.
Freshman in school. So if somebody said, what is house church? What's it like? And how do you feel about it? What's it like for you? What would you say?
I would say that it's a more interactive form of church, and it's funner. That's not a word, but it's more fun than regular church, in my opinion. And you get to be with people, and you're all at one level, and you can all talk to each other equally, and you can feel comfortable with them.
But now you're probably like the youngest one that actually. I mean, you have kids in the group that are younger, but do they kind of go off and do other things, or do they actually participate too?
They participate for a little bit, but then they go off. Sometimes some of the middle-aged kids stay a little longer.
Yeah.
And but they normally go off by themselves.
But you sound like you don't have any problem, with all these great big grown-ups, right? Not a big problem for you.
No, they're not. Some of them aren't even that old yet, like Sean and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just feel comfortable with them, and I can just say what I need to say.
Okay. And when you guys have house church, one of the things you do is check in with each other.
Yeah.
Talk about that. What is that? How do you do it?
Checking in is where we go in a circle and we explain like how we're feeling that day, or we just pick a word and tell the group what we're feeling that day.
Like, what would be the example of some of the words you've used?
Happy, excited, motivated, enthusiastic.
And you could share kind of the harder emotions, so you might be sad or whatever. Okay. And then once you do that, what's next? Something about listening? Tell me about that.
Yeah. So after we do that, we we listen to God, and we split apart, and we have 10 minutes or so to listen to God, and then we come back together, and we all share with everyone else what we heard, and that's really good because we could spend time on one topic if God's like showing a pattern of what He's telling everyone, and it's good.
And you said you have like a little book, what do you call it, journal? What is that you...
Yeah, it's just a little notebook that I record what I hear from God every day.
So you do that on a daily basis, and then you take that to house church, and you use that to write down what's there as well?
Yes.
Okay. And without mentioning the name of a regular church that you go to sometimes, you were kind of comparing that when you go there, what's that like? And
well, the regular church service, you just have to sit there and listen to what God's telling that one person, and you all don't really get to say anything. You just sit there and watch him and what he was feeling.
Yeah. But house church, you get to participate.
Oh yeah, you can be very open, and you can just say whatever you're feeling that day.
Do you think you could lead a house church if God sort of told you to? Could you kind of understand how you would do check-in and listening and all?
Yeah, I've actually had a little bit of chances to do that with Eric, and I've been able to practice that.
So you actually do some leading.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Great. Anything else you want to say about house church?
It's fun.
Great. Thank you, Nathan.
You're welcome.